No, is that what it is? Because
I'm thinking about it. Based on.
Hello, guys. The topic of this email today is she just left me and we have 3 kids. Please pray for our marriage. She just left me and we have 3 kids together. He didn't really emphasize. He's not trying to share details.
All right. So this is a very short one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So definitely we'll pray for you. We'll pray for your marriage. May your marriage come back together. But let's talk about more practical stuff. Because faith without work. So now, with that being said, what do you have to say to her?
To her?
3 kids. He left.
No, she left.
Oh, wait. She left.
Yeah.
See, why did my voice go up more when I realized it's she?
I don't know. You tell me.
Do you think it hurts more if it's a man or a woman? Does one hurt more than the other? Or heartbreak is heartbreak, either way.
I think heartbreak is heartbreak.
You think so? Mm-hmm. But men just never expect heartbreak.
I think men don't take it easy.
Because they never expect it.
It hits them.
It hits them more. Like, wait, that was possible? Like, whoa.
Wait, what the hell? She left me? But I think women are kind of getting used to it because you hear it all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, women are the ones that are usually being left most of the time. But occasionally we get guys like this too that get.
So this hurt more. So that means
for men it hurts more. You say so. I think it hurts women a lot more too. Whoa.
Doesn't mean it's any bigger or smaller.
Right.
But when it comes to the feeling, I think the feeling is probably more intense for a man. Yeah. And I think there's statistics out there that men tend to commit suicide more in this kind of situation.
Have mercy.
A woman is just like, I'm heartbroken. Okay, I'll take care of my kids and move on. Not always that case, but for the most part, it's expected that a woman should suck it up.
So women are stronger when it comes to the matter of the heart than men. No, is that what it is? Because
I'm thinking about it. Based on this factor, if everything else is equal, based on what I just said, yeah, absolutely. Women are stronger because a lot of time a woman that blows up has been enjoying a lot for years.
That's true.
And a man can't even handle 1/10 of that before he says, "Are you kidding me? Your wife." We don't act like that. A wife is supposed to stay home and be in the other room.
And I think that comes from women being trained to be tough.
Women are also trained to be tough.
Men are like, you can do whatever you like. You're a man. But a woman is like, let me let you know.
Right. At the back of our mind, we want to say men have responsibilities, but we don't take them. I just got a cue from that. I got to tell my boys, I got to make them ready for life. Because the truth is that men are kind of like at the back of our mind, we know we're supposed to do, but we typically assume we're doing it. But we never really do because we let them pass.
Right.
We give them a lot of pass for a lot of stuff.
Right.
But with a woman, the moment somebody called the phone and it's a guy, you already start lecturing them in that moment. Why you dressed up like that?
Right. Like you judge the woman.
Yeah.
Your husband left. It's your fault.
You're going to, 18-year-old.
What did you do?
18-year-old high school graduate going to a party. You're like, with who? Guy going to a party. You're like, you're going to a party? With who? Oh, you kind of still asking.
I have a younger brother, and he got to do whatever he wanted, and I could barely do anything. It's just how it is.
Right. For me, I was raised only boys, so I didn't really experience seeing, but being educated about it, I have an idea. I have an idea of what women go through, starting from literally when they were babies.
And that's why it's very, I know we've digressed a little bit, but it's very important.
We're talking about heartbreak. Can a woman handle it more?
Yeah.
Or woman? And we're still going to give her advice because we're going to give him advice.
Yeah.
Right? We're trying to acknowledge, basically, sorry, babe. We're trying to acknowledge what this guy is feeling. She left 3 kids with him.
No, she left with the kids.
She left with the kids? Wait.
She didn't leave her kids behind. She took her kids with
They
her.
didn't specify that. He just said we have 3 kids. She just left me.
Oh.
We have 3 kids.
Oh, that's true.
All right.
So we don't even know if the kids, she left the kids or took the kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was saying that I'm raising my boys the way I would raise our girl. Because honestly, when I see men that can't do nothing for themselves, it makes no sense. I want my kids, my boys, to be able to do to be self-sustainable. Not just, I go out and get the bacon. I'm home, I can make a meal for myself. My wife is acting up. I ain't got time for that. I fix myself. I can take care of my kids. In this generation, we have more men like that. In our parents' generation, most of them did not even lift up a finger to make something in the kitchen or to even change their kids'
But they
diaper.
went to the farm, and many of them were hardworking. Who went to the farm?
Well, they went to the farm,
and they worked around the clock.
I want my kids
and they come home when it's dark.
I know,
and
to be able
in the
to
morning.
do everything. Just like now, we have women going to the farm and still doing everything.
Right.
You know, it's for your own good, not for the other person. Right?
Yes, for your own good. Absolutely. I agree. All right, so the worst one, I agree with you. The worst is an emotionally weak man. Okay. When you're preparing somebody for life can be tough. Life will chew you up and spit you out, right? And when you're preparing somebody for that, right, you kind of want to prepare them from a worst case scenario standpoint, which is partly assume best case scenario. So training somebody from a worst case standpoint is like you're preparing them for the worst. But part of that is to always assume best case scenario.
Positive.
Think positive. Like even though, unless you catch somebody red-handed, don't punish your own mind assuming worst case scenario. Right. That's you killing your own life already in that moment, because we're emotional beings. We operate from the mind. Everything happens from the mind before it becomes physical.
You're going to a panic mode already without even knowing what the hell is going on.
And it may never even be that. You know, so that's part of preparing for the worst case. So even if it's worst case scenario, you're also prepared, because part of that, you love yourself. You know that that's not really your problem. That's to you right now. Young man, your wife just left you. If somebody is sick enough to leave their 3 kids or live with their 3 kids, meaning taking away their father, right? And it's stuff that they can actually work, because they were alive enough to choose you, to marry you once upon a time. So now they've decided that they don't want to work on it and they just left, right? Again, we need more to this story.
Yeah, because we don't know what this guy did
so I'm just talking strictly from assuming that you were just good and she just left, which probably is not.
I doubt it,
right?
But hey, we're gonna assume.
But let's start from
assuming the best to the worst,
from the best, right?
Right.
You're just a perfect human being, and she probably not, and she just picked up and left with 3 kids or without 3 kids, right? Well, without kids, that's very bad, but with the kids, and she just left. If that's the case, that you were just a perfect person, it's not really about you. And that's always true. It's about how she feels. She feels like nothing there for her any longer. Even if she's sick, she still feels that way, right? And she left with the kids. So the best thing you can do for yourself is really comes back to self-development. It comes back to taking this moment of time and take advantage of the space that you have right now. It's easier said than done.
Don't go stalking her.
Don't go stalking her. Don't go act out of place, okay? Because there's a very high chance that you'll be tempted to
do that,
stalk and start disturbing her and start doing things that will end up giving you a restraining order. Try to avoid any of those kinds of things. Now, bring it back, right? And see where did things go wrong. Talk to yourself, because you may not be honest with me. You can be honest with the guy in the mirror at least, right?
Yep.
See where things went wrong and use that time to build yourself. It's easier said than done. You're gonna have temptations. You're gonna have relapses. You're gonna have, moments where you just want to curse her out. I mean, if you're just this nice here, chances are you truly in real life just want to curse her out and
that ain't gonna help
go to court, and all that stuff. right? So if she left and you have 3 kids, that's sad. That must hurt. I understand that must hurt. But the best chance that you have right now. What was that question? Or his question? His question is, can I get my marriage back? Something like that?
No, it said, please pray for our marriage.
Please pray for your marriage. Right. So prayer is a good thing. Here's why I like prayer. Okay? The reason why I like prayer is not because God is going to come down from the sky and manipulate her and then she's going to come back. That's not why I like prayer. Okay? Prayer is a great tool to reflect.
Right.
Okay? It's a great tool to allow your mind to come back together and process what happened. Prayer also takes time. So time away from the magical craziness. Yeah. It's not some magical stuff, right? It's basically time away from the craziness so you can reset, and then it allows your mind to settle. And also, like I always say, reading this book 10 to 15 times is a form of prayer as well too, because you'll be able to read our story, read the lessons in there, and be able to relate with what's going on, Wale.
Oh, right? Thank you.
You'll be able to relate what's going on with you and relate it to our story and see where you may have missed a few puzzles. Now, that's great time away from her so she can process what the hell she just did. She will figure it out at some point that's completely wrong. You don't take the kids away from their father's life or remove yourself from the kids' life. You're not helping the kids. But if you're in her face and you don't let this time settle and let her process that, she's not going to have the room to process. You're not going to give God the room to work on her.
That's right.
Which is, again, another way that prayer can work, right? So you're absolutely right thinking about prayer, but the work part of it is staying still, working on yourself, and you cannot have prayer without work. It just won't work. Sorry. You see, I'm from I'm not from. My heritage is from a third world country, right, where they think prayer just happens and make things happen, right? And that's poverty mindset.
Right.
Prayer must be accompanied with work. And you have to do the work, which is work on yourself, not working on her, working on yourself so you can become the attractive human being that attracted her in the first place. The idea is to attract the kind of spouse that you deserve. That could be her, sure, if you feel that's her. But it may be somebody else. That's the chance of somebody else, okay? Yes, even with 3 kids. People have awesome life after 3 kids, divorce. Yes, they do, okay? And don't ever shut yourself down from the kind of relationship that you deserve, because that's what you deserve, okay? So, anything else you wanted to add on to this, babe?
No, that's it.
We'll keep praying for him, right? This must be tough.
Yeah, he didn't
3
give
kids.
us any choice.
3 kids is a lot of work.
It is.
But trust me, whatever you're going through right now can only build you. That's it. It's only going to build you. All right. So don't forget, download the book. It's free. GetMyMarriageBack.com. However, it's available on Amazon.com, Kindle, paperback, just like this, or audiobook. Share, like, and what's your advice for this gentleman? What is your advice? Can you please, in the comment box below, give your advice? What advice would you give to this gentleman below? And if you have questions yourself too, you can use that area as well. Hopefully, and pray for him. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated, and I'll see you on the next one, and peace.